as well.
Yeah, good single. Chance of another two. They'll have to scamper. Good throw. No, the throw's gone to the long end and it's too slow. New Zealand pick up a bonus run. 2 overs gone. 3 down for 8.
Well, Seifert and Devon Conway are on their way, and then Chapman caught down the leg side. 3 early wickets for Australia inside 2 overs. And Dorsius has got 2, and Josh Hazlewood's got 1. So good bowling from Australia. Be a couple of ordinary shots from New Zealand, being very aggressive against the Aussies, and they've paid the price.
Seifert's miserable run against Australia continues. He's scored 52 runs in 8 innings, an average of 7. Not been great against the Australians. Hazlewood.
Nice eggs.
First to go, Seifert had just hit a really nice 4 along the ground. This time he tried to go over the top, didn't time it. Conway played all around that one, looking for room to hit through the offside, his favoured side, and that one's just disappointing from a batting perspective. You always feel that's a little bit unlucky.
Be interesting to see what Mitch Marsh does here. Does he bowl Hazlewood and Ben Dorsius 3 each? Normally you like to chop and change it early on, but when you've got a team 3 down, I think you keep going with the quicks.
Flash into that one, that'll be 4, it's fine enough.
Mitchell just got enough on it. It was a fraction wide from Hazlewood, not a bad delivery, but he was committed to the shot, and that allowed him to get enough on it, flying past second slip, and it races away to the boundary. I like that intent though, good intent. If you're going to have a shot at the wide ones, go for it properly.
Yeah, Mitchell, regardless of the situation, will always play aggressively, or more positively, I'd say. More so than aggressively. But he'll battle away here. I don't think he'll be looking to do anything silly. And I'm with you when it comes to bowling Hazlewood. I'd be tempted to bowl him right out, while he can just bowl almost that test match length that he just falls into.
Yeah, and with the breeze so strong here at Bay Oval, sometimes as a fast bowler, you do want to bowl as many as you can, because you're in pretty good rhythm. When you come back later in the game and you've been walking around, or not walking around, running around, you're still a bit cold. So he'd love to bowl at least 3 here, and Ben Dorsius would love to bowl 3 as well. That leaves him 1 at the end. Just had a series up in Darwin in the top end rig, and it got quite wet late in the evening. Expect that to be here tonight? The dampness on the ball, or was it too windy?
Too windy. And generally you get that when it's been warm, and then it cools down in the evening, so that the atmosphere's been holding a lot of water, and then it cools off quickly and it just drops it on the ground. I think we'll be fine from that perspective here this evening. Nicely controlled, just be 1.
Yeah, and that was always the decision for the captain, winning the toss. They didn't want to bowl second because it was so wet and the bowlers couldn't hold the ball as much. Certainly here you can see there Hazlewood saying when he's pushing up against the breeze, it sort of knocks your balance a bit. It's hard to find that rhythm.
Well, quite often at this ground, I think why there's been a lot of success bowling second is as the lights take more effect and it gets darker, the ball is often moved around. Three gone, 15 on the board, 3 down.
Good bowling there from Hazlewood, 2 overs now, 1 for 11. And Ben Dorsius has got 2 for 4. Xavier Bartlett into the side for Australia tonight. So another quick bowler. You'd expect him to probably follow Ben Dorsius, bowling down breeze. And a couple of other options. We've got Zampa the spinner, and also no Glenn Maxwell inside for Australia. He's that broken or fractured forearm in training yesterday, got hit. So there's been a bit of a reshuffle for Australia.
Well, no surprise, the Dorsius will continue. Yeah, that injury to Maxwell, it's freakish. You got to feel for him. I mean, that could take him out. A broken arm, but I mean, that's indefinite, really, isn't it? This is the series. Here we are. Well, they're all on the mount. And we've got today's game, all 7:15. 7:15 this evening. We start 15 minutes earlier for the Friday, Saturday matches.
Well, there's been so many changes on both sides here in this little series for Australia. Have had so many changes. Glenn Maxwell, as you said, got that broken wrist. You've got Cam Green, who's resting. He's playing the red ball team cricket back in Australia, getting ready for the Ashes. And Josh Inglis with a calf strain. And Nathan Ellis is on paternity leave at the moment. And then got Pat Cummins with a back injury, Spencer Johnson with a back injury, and then obviously Mitch Stark is retired. So there's been a few changes for Australia. But as you said, sort of building up for that World Cup next year in India and in Sri Lanka.
Had a big swing of bat, got an educated inside edge.
Well, it's a handy boundary, no doubt about it. Doesn't matter how you get it. Still New Zealand think they've got to post a decent score. That's what they would be thinking. That's why they're still playing their shots. Don't forget, you've got the power play. You only got 3 more balls left in this over. So they're trying to get as many runs in the power play. Six overs in the power play.
Not timed, but it's well enough. It's just lobbed away on the offside. Won't go for 4. They're running hard, but there's only 2 in it.
Yeah, just a little bit of width there for Daryl Mitchell. Didn't quite swing back for Ben Dorsius. And with the field up and just a deep third man, he went after it.
Well, he's going after it, all right, isn't he? Not too worried about 3 down. Only 3.4 overs complete. He's going to play very positively. 13 from 8. Hasn't really hit anything in the middle of the bat yet. He's got that in the middle of the bat. It's right out of the screws, and it's gone the whole way as well. Into the wind. That is a good hit.
Best shot of the night there from Daryl Mitchell and New Zealand. Mid-off was up. Even though they got 3 wickets down, still prepared to play his shots. And as you said, Mark right out of the middle of the bat, but into the breeze and clears the fence easily. Or was it just short?
Might be 54 years old, but I've still got the eyesight of a hawk. $29 for 3.
Hi, this is David from Anyvan. If it's a sofa, your car, or your whole home that you're looking to move, yeah, we've got a van for that. We do thousands of moves across the UK every week, so we have a team near you that can help. We've seen it all. And that's why we have so many 5-star reviews. I can run through your move on the phone now, but you can get an instant price online at anyvan.com.
And you're right here, BJ. Hazelwood is going to bowl a 3rd.
think Mitchell will fancy him here. He's on 20 from 10, had some good boundaries. He'll fancy hitting him over mid-off and cover. It's good running. Well, New Zealand may think, you know, Hazel's only going to bowl one more. I would think he's going to bowl 4. You'd always think for Mitch Marsh, the Australian captain there, you always have one up your sleeve for your quick bowler just in case you need it.
I don't know if he's changing fielding positions at all. They're just changing personnel in those positions. Mitchell Marsh. In the gap on the onside. It was quite high in the bat, so no real timing. Just 2.
And the Australians are wearing the black armband in respect to Alex Carey's father, Gordon, who passed away last week for the long battle against leukemia. So that's why the Australians are wearing that black armband, and Alex Carey up there tonight. So we're thinking about his family.
Gee, that's hard to get that away. If you're not going to do something, back off, give yourself room, come down the wicket. He just bowls that impeccable line and length, Hazelwood. So you can understand why the New Zealanders had that plan of charging early. It just didn't come off.
Would have been a tough one for Alex Carey coming on this little trip after the passing of his father last week, because Josh English was injured. So I suppose for Alex Carey, it probably put a little bit more pressure on him coming out, but great to see him out there anyway tonight.
Nicely controlled again. Not purposely going up and over. Realised the player was out there. Had to control it somewhat. Did well. Another couple for New Zealand.
Yeah, Hazelwood just bowling short in the last couple of deliveries. Thought he might change his field and bring the third man up and maybe mid-off back. They're reluctant to pitch it up because when the batsman's hitting with the breeze, it's an easier shot. So you can see now the 1 ball to go. He's got his deep fine leg very square, just behind square for that protection.
Dot to finish, 5 gone, 34 for 3.
It's something you don't see every day. And that's what happens when you start playing cricket in October in New Zealand. Oh, they're in control, Australia, at the moment. Marcus Stoinis offering a bit of change up. It's been a very good power play for them so far. 5 balls remaining. Daryl Mitchell trying to create some angles. And probably just mentioning what he just saw to Stoinis as well. Frankie Mackay.
Yeah, different start to the bowling spell, wasn't it? Stoinis, maybe not quite used to our springtime conditions we have here in New Zealand.
Tim Robinson stands sand just wide. Seemed to hang in the air for an eternity there, Tim Robinson. Heart was probably in the mouth. It's just been enough in this pitch. This so far, Dorcius in particular, has just nibbled the ball around. Tim Robinson, that's a power area for him. Tantalising.
Yeah, just hung up on the breeze, didn't it? Tim David, he thought he was in the action for a long time there, and I'm sure it was heart in the mouth moment for Robinson.
Shorter, and that sounded real good. That is Tim Robinson in full flight, that.
And that might be the shot. Gets his innings going, Tim Robinson. He is such a phenomenal striker of a cricket ball. He just looks to bang it in. And that's the change of pace. It just sits up and it is met by Robinson. Gets the hands through it, hit flat, hit hard. All the way.
Man, it's a flat 6. That's for sure. Wind assisted. And Robinson gets himself ahead of the strike rate. Stoinis now under a bit of pressure. And it's a full toss, and that one finds the gap as well. Runs starting to come for these two.
And you mentioned the wind, Scotty. That wind-assisted 6. It's going to be something that's going to be so important throughout the rest of this game, is how you can bowl to that. As a bowler, try and minimise the impact, but also as a batter, what is your option? How do you best use that breeze sweeping across the ground? At the moment, it's the leg side boundary, and that's where Stoinis has got his protection.
Director Mark Lynch is laughing at my hair. He hasn't been outside today. That's another one. Stoinis here has just let the pressure valve off from an Australian point of view, and Robinson is cashing in.
Yeah, intriguing to see. He's really gone to the change of pace option, the off cutter, trying to bowl hard into the surface, but rolling the fingers across the side of the ball, trying to take all pace off the delivery, but it's just sitting in the surface. It means that Robinson's able to pick his spot, throw the hands through it, and so far it's paying dividends.
Big over, just no timing on that one. Fuller this time from Stoinis, on pace, and finishes with a dot ball, necessarily so too. 15 off the final over of the power play. A good one for New Zealand, 49 for 3. Well, wickets early. First over, Josh Hazlewood getting rid of Seifert, who got it right on the end of the bat, and then Devon Conway just completely misread the line on the charge, and then down the leg side, Chapman with a thin edge. It was a very good review. Sean Haig in the umpire's defence. The wind would have taken away that faint edge. He wouldn't have had a chance to hear it. It was a fine review. Mitchell then with one of his trademark shots. Down over long off for 6. And Robinson in that Stoinis over, just given a bit of freedom. And Xavier Bartlett to take up the attack for Australia. I feel Hazlewood and Dorcius were just bowled a good length, Frank, more than anything else. Didn't have to try too much. There was just enough in the pitch. No doubt the bowlers have to work for it. That pitch doesn't feel like it's got a lot in it. As Mark Richardson mentioned, it's not going to be the firmest pitch you'll ever play on this time of year. Grounds crew have done a very good job. There's been a lot of rain around the region. Fortunately, a lot of wind as well, which has helped to dry the park up.
Yeah, it still shows as the 50 comes up for New Zealand. You can score runs out there, though.
He's very compact, isn't he, Robinson, when he plays those shots on the onside.
I've liked the way that Robinson's gone about his innings so far. Struggled early on, the ball was just nibbling around, a little bit of shape, but he's adjusted well and now starting to pick up that strike rate.
A little bit more expansive is Daryl Mitchell. This is an important innings now for Mitchell, with the top taken off, so to speak. And there's the lengths. It's been a bit of a potpourri, hasn't it?
Yeah, predominantly in and around that length, 6 to 8 metre length, which is what all fast bowlers tend to talk about. Run and hit the pitch hard. 45% of the deliveries in that area. But as you said, as always you see in T20, it's that ability to not just be bowling the same thing ball after ball, trying to stay a step ahead of the batter at all stages.
Down the ground, and that is big. That is really big. Robinson has the arms free, and a catch in the crowd as well. Is that the guy from Blues Clues?
And once again, incredible striking. It's just that little shimmy down the crease. Allows him to get the arms free, gets it up on the breeze and then up on the bank.
Oh, it's a double catch. Teamwork.
50 partnership between these two. Mitchell and Robinson coming off just the 30 deliveries. And to think at one point, they were 3 for 6.
Oh, and again, just the hand speed through the shot. Have a look at Robinson when he plays pull shots and elbows high, and he just has such a compact action through the ball, and it's whip quick.
Well, that's all hand speed, isn't it? He has absolutely crunched that one. Climbed into it first, it was the 6 offside, looking to stay leg side of the ball, using the breeze. Knew he was likely to get a straighter delivery next up. Stays still, gets the hands through the ball. Now it's Bartlett under some pressure, trying to close the over out.
And that's a wide. We'll have another. They got through the opening 5 overs pretty well, Australia. Stoinis was expensive, and now Bartlett too. It's the beauty of the game. 2 overs in and you're thinking to yourself, this is an early night, but you just need a partnership like this. One will do. If these two can take New Zealand deep in this innings, anything is possible, with Bevan John Jacobs and Michael Bracewell still to come. And there is some heavy hitting calibre there. It's full. Just the single from it. End of the 7th over, 63 for 3.
The double European Cup winners are back.
Okay, you guys know it's time.
What a way to make your debut in European football. Oh, that's some goal. Wow. Iheanacho scores. Incredible. That's how to do it. Oh, my word. The stage is set. Sit back and take it all in.
Here's the Manhattans. It's been some good overs. 3 overs deep. New Zealand were running at just over 5 per over. Now it's up over 9s. Mitchell on 24, Robinson 34, and here's Adam Zampa. Not the best matchup in New Zealand for Adam Zampa. Hasn't been overly effective in New Zealand conditions, but a challenge here for him. Danny Vittori, of course, with the Australian side, former New Zealand spinner. New Zealand great, really. Didn't expect it to take a lot of turn here. Zampa drops it in short, and not a lot of chance to turn there, except turn around and watch.
Oh, that is a welcome to the bowling crease for Adam Zampa. A little bit of a drag down that first ball, and Robinson needs no second invitation. Sees it short, gets back deep in the crease, hands through it, gets up on the breeze. 92 metres. These two are flying out in the middle. These are not the conditions spinners love. You've been standing out in the outfield, hands are freezing cold in the breeze, and you get tossed the ball. Team's flying after the power play, and the skipper says, spin me a couple, get some off the straight.
Well, he came out of the pavilion for the warm-up wearing a pair of white gloves. I thought he was going to try his hand as a keeper, but they were just to keep the mitts warm.
Well, actually, he suffers from Raynaud's disease, and so he gets the old white fingers, loses feeling in the fingers, so to then be in these kind of conditions trying to bowl leg spin, he'll have the hand warmers in the pockets, no doubt.
Oh, that sneaks on through. Gee, that had a bit of zip to it, that one.
That's a great comeback. It's flat, it's quick, but it's that little bit fuller, looking to try and bring the stumps into play. Slides the ball on. Oh!
Tim Robinson, he's such a fan of that onside play. Loves playing those shots. Pull shots and slog sweeps. Hooks, and you see he's just trying to access that area. Zampa knows it. He's trying to punches it down to long off.
And just because of that breeze blowing from left to right across the screen towards the batter's leg side, Adam Zampa will be highly concerned about giving the ball too much flight, tossing the ball up. You're wanting to bowl flat and quick.
Just waited on that one. Daryl Mitchell, it's good batting, smart. Aggressive player by nature. Sometimes you just have to respect the delivery, and he did that. He was able to just hold back on the shot.
Well, that aggression's really what got New Zealand out of the hole that they found themselves in initially. Came out and played with that real freedom.
Look for two here. And it's not there. Short, quickly around, cuts it off, keeps it to 1, 8 gone, 73 for 3.
Very important partnership for New Zealand. Found themselves in some early trouble, and it was Daryl Mitchell who really came out, put some impetus back into the innings, took the bowling on, allowed Tim Robinson to just settle into his innings. He got a couple of looseners. Marcus Stoinis trying to take pace off the delivery in order to go offside, leg side. The power was back, the placement was back.
They're just running through their change up here, trying to get through these overs quickly as well. And gee, that is a tough seed first up. It's well down leg side, but Robinson had stepped back to meet it. Gave himself space and finds some. That'll be 4 more. Closing in on 50 now.
The attempted arm ball short on that occasion. Just trying to get the ball to swing away on the breeze. Instead just swings away to find the middle of the bat. And the boundaries just keep flowing. A little change now. First 2 balls of the over, round the wicket, now back, right arm over.
Just a little bit quicker this time from short, quick and flat. He's been an impressive innings from Tim Robinson, that is for sure. He has accelerated. Did it tough his first couple of overs since then, and I think batting with someone like Daryl Mitchell, naturally aggressive as mentioned, and someone with all of that experience. Maybe just a quiet word or two to Robinson to calm him down. Say, look, yep, we're in a pickle here. 6 for 3, suddenly 80 for 3. What a different complexion this game now has. It's nicely placed from Mitchell. Should be 2. Just
I like this tactic a little bit better from short. Coming back, right arm over the wicket, means he can try and spear in towards the leg stump of the right-handers. Try and encourage them to hit into the teeth of the wind, leg side.
That's a fine knock. 50 for Tim Robinson, and a third T20 international 50 for the youngster. Burst onto the scene in Super Smash cricket. Wellington Firebirds was quickly elevated through the Black Caps ranks, and he's proved his value tonight, that is for sure. That is a fabulous innings from him. That'll be a wide, can't tell you too. It's the new highest 4th wicket partnership for New Zealand against Australia in T20 internationals. Previous best of 74, set by Devon Conway and Glenn Phillips at Hagley back in 2021.
Better chess pieces still on the board.
Well bowled, really well bowled. Some misstumping there from Alex Carey. It was a long way down the wicket. He's fallen. Robertson, I reckon, has fallen over twice. Slipping. He must be a little bit slippery out there, but he missed it by miles. He was halfway down the track and couldn't get it. Alex Carey.
Well, I think he thought he was going to hit leg stump, didn't he? How close is this? The top of leg. Oh, no, he should be taking that. Been a bit unlucky in the last couple of overs, Zampa. Drop catch, and now that.
Yeah, he'd be annoyed with that. So will Alex Carey, obviously, because he had a big sight to see that. It was way down the wicket. Anyway, not to be. Another life there for New Zealand. So can they cash in? I think they definitely need at least 180.
Anybody guys just waiting? To the umpire director, you got me there? We have an umpire, sorry, we have a umpire review for a run out to striker's end. We'll stand with this. Thank you, backgrounder, Isabel's raised. Thank you, ready to come up and sit into the screen.
Justin. Yeah. Oh, about 1.5 meters.
Maybe square leg umpire just sort of zoned out momentarily and just thought, oh, I better check that. Might have been thinking about the lotto draw.
It's a really good over this from Adam Zampa again. All singles so far, 2 deliveries. Will he give it a bit of air just to try and see if he can pick up a wicket? He's already had a miss-stumping and a drop catch.
Oh, go searching. It's a recipe for disaster.
Threw it up a little bit. He's bowled well. New Zealand haven't been able to get hold of him at all.
And right out the back, wrong in. Just a fraction of turn, but it never arrived. That was the key there.
Last delivery.
Lob it up.
Got to lob it up. Full and wide. We take it on. Well, it's a good finish. Good 4 overs there from Adam Zampa. Once again, Mr. Reliable with the ball. 15 overs done. And New Zealand 129 for 4.
bowled out 27 today. Short. Potentially still 2 overs to come. Xavier Bartlett has just bowled the 1, went for 15. New Zealand were 6 for 3 after the second over of the match. They have done very well to get here. What can they do? Here is Bartlett. On the drive is Jacobs, and it's a misfield. Keep it to a couple.
Well, it's caused some head scratching for that man, Mitchell Marsh. It was a brilliant start with the ball for Australia. They win the toss, opt to have a bowl first, pick up the first 3 wickets with just 6 runs on the board. You think everything's going your way. But that hasn't been the case. It has been all New Zealand from there.
Skipper will be disappointed with himself in that instance, and that one past the edge of the bat is Jacobs just trying to find the line here.
And this is probably the area of the game for Australia where there's just a little bit of vulnerability. There's a few of the bowlers missing. Mitchell Starc obviously retired. Nathan Ellis, the go-to at the death for this Australian side, on parental leave.
It's a full toss. All Jacobs can do with that is work it into the leg side for 1.
And so then as a captain, you have to put the thinking hat on a little bit as to how to make the combinations work. Would have been hoping that the seamers and Marcus Stoinis and Xavier Bartlett might have had a little bit more success with conditions that round early. Would have expected that they could have continued with that wicket-taking form of the openers.
Well, I think there's encouragement there. I don't want to get too far ahead of the game here, but trying something different, and well, it certainly was. I have no idea whether that angle exists in mathematics, but he's managed to hit it there.
Has had to work exceptionally hard to find that gap. Timing isn't quite there, but he's contorted himself, managed to find some space.
Well, it's a reward for intent. We'll give it that. Falling straight, this time whipped away off the pads. Yep, I just think there'll be encouragement for Matt Henry, who is a master in these conditions. He is a master when there's just a little bit of something off the pitch. The nuance. Jacob Duffy's another. Zach Folkes has some lovely subtlety about him. And so I think that this pace-heavy attack for New Zealand would have enjoyed what they've seen out there. Dwarshuis for me has been the best of the bunch. There's no doubt. On the drive. It's a long off. 136 for 4. Is it go time? Must be, surely. They're in single figures, New Zealand, last 4 overs. Need to try and break the shackles here.
Oh, you don't see this too often. Bevan Jacobs striking it under a run of ball. 17 off 18 so far, just the 1 boundary. This feeling needs to get going, needs to find a way to find that boundary.
Robinson will swing here, surely. Yes, he does. Not in control, just over the top, and put down again. Travis Head, he's having a night to forget. Wow.
And that's always a tough one, having to turn, run back, look over your shoulder, and as it's up on the breeze, it's just always going to be heading away from Travis Head, just drifting further and further. And he gets two hands on it. He would love desperately to hold on.
This time into the breeze, won't have enough, and take it in the deep. That is a good catch. Tim David secure under it, and Robinson's fine innings comes to an end. No, he says no. He says no, Tim David. I thought he had gobbled that up. 2 balls straight, Australia dropping catches. Umpires will look.
TV umpire to director. We have an umpire review for a fair catch, say fair delivery. East angle, thank you. Keep rolling through. Yeah, no thank you, ball's clearly on the ground. Ready to make my decision for the screen.
Well, first Travis Head, now Tim David. And it remains that New Zealand have just got to get on with the job here. They've got to go again, reload. That's a wide.
2 drops in a row. This is the difficult one. Travis Head tracking back out of the night sky. And this one looked like he just picked him out straight at Tim David. Just got himself into a little bit of a tangle.
Well, you're not catching that unless you're 5 rows deep. Robinson gets on with it. 2 drop catches, 2 opportunities gone. Next ball over the fence.
And that just rubs a little bit of salt into the wound. There'll be 2 men standing out there who will think that the ground looks very interesting at the moment. How pivotal is that moment there going to be?
Oh. Just jammed him up a little bit on that occasion. That's a long hit into the breeze. It is a very stiff wind out there. It's been an uncharacteristically clumsy night in the field for Australia, usually so clinical. Good running. That's the end of the over. 2 off the last ball. It's a good one for New Zealand. 150 up, 151 for 4.
Hi, this is David from Anyvan. If it's a sofa, your car, or your whole home that you're looking to move, yeah, we've got a van for that. We do thousands of moves across the UK every week, so we have a team near you that can help. We've seen it all. And that's why we have so many 5-star reviews. I can run through your move on the phone now. You can get an instant price online at anyvan.com.
Fabulous knock from Tim Robinson tonight. Came in early. Conway, Seifert, Chapman all sent back within 2 overs. Tim Robinson has had a job to do. Had to weather an early storm. And a wonderful partnership, a record-setting 4th wicket stand against Australia for New Zealand in T20s. Daryl Mitchell and Tim Robinson, and Robinson has stayed 84 or 55.
And this decision here to bring Josh Hazlewood back for his last over now, a little bit earlier than they would have planned, just shows that Mitchell Marsh is worried here. And he's been exceptional. The first 2 balls of the over, he's been able to hang the ball wide outside the off stump. Sees Tim Robinson just with that little shimmy across, just honing in on that wide line. Execution perfect, those first 2 deliveries.
How does Tim Robinson approach this now? Does Hazlewood chance again? he did hang it out a little. Tim Robinson found that one with ease. Stoinis, and good running again.
Yeah, really good piece of running there. BJ Jacobs pushing hard the entire way as the non-striker. You see how deep in the crease Robinson is. He's just trying to get any leverage, the ability to get under the ball. But it was always Jacobs pushing hard for two there. Get the hot hand back on strike. So those little 1%ers doing it well. The desperation from Robinson to go with it.
That's gone up and over. That's one bounce four. That is well played, Tim Robinson.
Oh, look how deep in the crease he is. He's almost standing on his stumps, doing anything to allow himself that free swing of the blade, and he finally gets a length from Hazelwood that he can free the arms at. Finally gets away from that Yorker, and he takes full toll. One bounce for four. He's into the 90s now, Robinson.
Well, you'd have to think Hazelwood looks full again here. He's gone for wide hole, and this time it's hit square, just the one.
Well, you're unlucky there if you're Robinson. He has timed the pants off that. One man out square to beat, and he's picked him out. Barely had to move a muscle. And this, to me now, this almost operates like a free hit delivery for Bevan Jacobs here. He's a runner ball 19. One ball left in the over means that Robinson, he's on strike for the next one. If Jacobs is able to go boundary, I think he has to be prepared to take a real risk here.
Oh, it's fallen wide and it's gone straight to the fielder. And accepted with thanks by Travis Head. Dot ball to finish, 158 for four.
When washing the clothes you love, why stick to EcoCycle to save energy? You can save on the cotton wash. Save on the synthetic wash too. Yep, even save on the cold wash. Beko Energy Spin saves up to 35% energy in all programs. And get a brilliant clean with aerial pods in one wash, even on cold. Keep out of reach of children.
Robinson trying to give himself some room. Stepping to leg, trying to access that offside, but at the moment it's just a bit fit and start, isn't it? You think about the last 6 overs for New Zealand and just the one outlier in it. It was the short over, and there was a couple of put down chances in that as well. Yeah, your middle overs and certainly overs 12 through 16, they got to be go time. Michael Bracewell still on the pavilion, the captain. We know he's a power hitter. We know Zach Folks can swing a bat too. And a run of ball's just not quite enough here.
Now, perhaps it's the time for Jacobs to try something a little different. He's been very prepared so far to stand still, look to hit powerfully down the ground. Perhaps it is time for that little bit of innovation.
It took a while to get there, didn't it? Tim Robinson, he was through the shot, both in his head and in reality.
Our slow ball bouncer goes to the off cutter, bangs it in, and just doesn't arrive. Good, clever piece of bowling, brave piece of bowling as well. He's taken a little bit of tap today, showing off all his skills at the death phase now as Bartlett.
Oh, that's a beaut too. And it's so well played. This might run away for four. Will it make it? No, it won't. Beautiful work on the boundary from Marcus Stoinis.
umpire run out, please. Let's start with the boundary check. Run out east angle, please.
Well, let's have a look here.
Okay, can you just roll that back? Just roll it forward slowly. Freeze it there. Thank you. Bails will lit up. Can we just go back a couple of frames? First time the bails lit up. Thank you. Yep, excellent. Take the angle. Thank you. Yeah, back short of the ground, end in the air, bails are lifted. Ready to make my decision for the screen.
Well, now we can digest this because that's out. Travis Head in the fields, who's had a couple of tough chances that he's put down. Bevan John Jacobs, well, his bat has bounced on the dive. But what about the fielding of Stoinis? Frankie, look at this. Through the legs, Head has to turn and burn from the outfield. It is perfectly over the stumps for carry. That is exceptional.
I could watch that on repeat. A little bit of pizzazz. Throw on point. And Bevan Jacobs, well, a tough day comes to an end with a bit of brilliance in the field. He goes for 20, New Zealand 160 for 5.
New Zealand captain hasn't got a lot of time to work here. It's a very good career in the black shirt. He's a trusted member of this team. He's a wonderful leader as well. Filling in for Mitch Santner, who's still recovering from, well, overwork probably in Mitch Santner's case. I don't think he's stopped playing cricket for the last 5 years. And to run out of Bevan John Jacobs, the last wicket to fall. And this combination of Stoinis and Travis Head, it is remarkable stuff. Not only the shot itself was through the legs, the fielding's through the legs. It just doesn't get better. Frozen rope from the outfield for Alex Carey. Have to hustle, and they do. Might be another one there. That's pretty handy stuff from Bartlett. Given another over to bowl, and he has done a fantastic job for his skipper. One over to come. Slow ball. Nicely played. Robinson wanted to come back and Bracewell said, no, son, just wait. On 93, wait. Tough spot this for Robinson. Searching for a second T20 international 100, a first here in New Zealand. He's got the skipper at one end. He's the hot hand, Robinson. want to get him on strike real quick, but Bracewell wants to find boundaries too. Oh, it's off the glove. They're going to run through.
Well, he's at the right end now, Tim Robertson. 4 deliveries left in the innings. It's been pace off to start this over. And Ben Dorcius. Does he go that again? Is there the opportunity for Robinson here? Find some leverage, get under the ball, use the breeze leg side.
So nicely bowled that. And I think when you look at Dorcius and Hazelwood and look at what they've done in their final overs today, it's just expertise, isn't it? Execution, clear planning.
And the execution to go along with it at the death has been phenomenal. Yorkers have been on point. Have been able to get wide, take away that hitting power.
Bracewell, there's a big old swing at that. Should be a couple in it, at the least. 3 Australians around the ball, and it all felt a little pedestrian, but it won't matter because Bracewell is going to be turning and going back to the pavilion.
To the umpire director, we have a runner review at the non-strikers end. Clive, your best name, please. Thank you, that's all I need to see, but just really short of the ground, ready to make my decision from the screen.
Captain's gone, another run out for Australia. Felt like there was a committee meeting going on the boundary from an Australian point of view, and New Zealand decided, oh well, if they're going to muck about out there, we'll come back for another. Just weren't quite quick enough. Bracewell goes for 7 or 4. It's 1-7-1 for 6, 2 balls from him. Robinson 96, 2 balls to come. Oh, and he accesses behind the stumps. There's 100. Tim Robinson, you beauty. You beauty.
Outstanding from Tim Robinson. Brings up his 100 off the 65 deliveries. 6 4s, 4 6s. He has held this New Zealand innings together. A little bit of innovation. Finds the space, picks up another 4, and it is the bat raise for the young man. Second youngest New Zealander to score a T20 international 100.
Last ball of the innings. Robinson tries to get hold of that, succeeds. 6 to finish, the ball wants to keep going. That's the end of the New Zealand innings, 181 for 6. They were 6 for 3. 6 for 3 after 2. Tim Robinson has carried the Black Caps to a very competitive total.
Incredible strike to finish. That's the cherry on top for Tim Robinson. The first T20 international 100 for him. Had a little bit of a struggle to start to get the measure of the pace and the bounce and the surface. New Zealand found themselves in a hole early. 3 wickets down.
जो लाइव देख रहा है जल्दी लाइक कर दो 50 लाइक होते ही मैं फ्री में ये मैच देखने वाला है बता दूंगा
106 not out next to his name. Absolute standout in that New Zealand innings. Faced the 66 balls for that 106 contributions as well. Daryl Mitchell 34, Evan Jacobs 20, and that's pushed them on to 181 for 6. And let's head down with Mark Richardson, and he has got the man of the moment alongside him.
Tim Robinson, a brilliant 100. He deserved to actually wander off there and take the applause of the crowd, but instead we've intercepted, and you got to talk to me. That's your congratulations. You must feel stoked about that because it was an innings under pressure.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it was those Aussies bowled really well up the top, and Daryl and I were speaking about trying to get through that really tough period. It was nipping around a little bit, ball was greasy, and so was the surface. So we thought once we got through that we could sort of pile them on, and I mean, I got streaky through the middle there and got away with a few chances, but that's cricket, and I might put it all on black later on.
Oh, well done, brilliant, mate. You can share, get your pads off, take a few pats on the back. You deserve it, and all the best defending.
Yeah, phenomenal effort from the young man, Tim Robertson. He had some difficult bowling to deal with, especially early on. Ben Dorcius picked up 2 early wickets, ended up with 2 for 40 in his 4 overs. Josh Hazlewood, his economic best, 1 for 23 in his 4. Excellent figures as well for Adam Zampa. Didn't pick up a wicket, but went for just the 27 runs through the middle. Now the bowlers took a little bit of tap, and that is the reason that New Zealand have made their way through to 181 for 6. It means Australia, they'll need 182 for victory here in the first Chapel Hadley T20 International. We'll take a quick break and a quick breather, and we'll be back with the run chase soon.
When washing the clothes you love, why stick to EcoCycle to save energy? You can save on the cotton wash. Save on the synthetic wash too. Yep, even save on the cold wash. Becco Energy Spin saves up to 30%.
लाइक कर दो सारे 50 लाइक पे रिवील है का नाम जिस ऐप से मैं फ्री में लाइव दिखा रहा हूँ.
Even on cold. Keep out of reach of children.
Peter Smith? I think it's time we had a chat.
A little birdie told me you posted Argos is only good for toys.
This isn't playtime, Peter!
Easy, Trevor. Time to teach our friend a lesson. Repeat after me. There's more to Argos.
There is more to Argos. He knows he can leave, right?
You know how we're covered by Sun Life's guaranteed over 50 plan?
You don't look covered.
Thinking about your future has got us thinking about our own.
We're becoming naturists.
When our time comes, there'll be a guaranteed cash payout.
Search Sun Life Plan today and get your first 6 months premiums back.
See you in there. Hiya.
Lovely, thank you.
It is lovely, isn't it? Bought it last week on eBay. Pre-loved, verified, so you know it's the real deal. Also, bargain.
When you find great deals on authenticated items, you can't help but say when it's eBay.
My mum works at